This is a video of 2012 Range Rover Sport. It is the Autobiography one, and it has over 100,000 miles. I will look exactly how many when I get it cranked up. I think it's like 110 or 105 maybe. Not sure exactly. So the purpose of this video is to show whatever flaws the car may have. The car, generally speaking, is very nice. And if you look in the Carfax, there are several service records. A lot of things that are considered common issues have been addressed on this car. So it drives pretty nice. It looks pretty good. My detail guy told me that it has some kind of sealant on it done by the previous owner. But let's look at the flaws, because it is a 11-year-old car and it does have some cosmetic issues. There are not a lot. A lot of them are probably just part of normal wear and tear. For example, if you look very closely at the front bumper, you're gonna see some little markings, just a little road abrasion, stuff like that. There is a crease over here. I'm not sure if it's visible. I actually missed it when I first got the car. My detail guy told me about it. It's not very major. I don't know how that happened, but it's got a little crease right on the hood right over here. And that's about like the major thing, I guess. Everything else it looks pretty good. The paint quality is very nice. If you look at the wheels, these have little markings. Like this one's got a little thing going on here, but it's minor. Not really major dents or scratches. Again, if you look close enough, I'm sure you'll see something, but it's all minor. This wheel actually, it's almost perfect. It's got a little curb brush over here. And the rear end looks pretty nice. Rear bumper does have a couple of little markings, like one here, for example. I don't see much on this wheel. Again, a little curb brush on the very edge, but not a whole lot. And this wheel, I'm sure it'll have something as well. This one is probably the worst of all of them. It's got a little car brush here on the edge. But again, these wheels, the way they sit, and these are the big wheels, if you get too close to the curb, you're gonna leave some marks. The tires look pretty good. They're matching Hankook tires. Now, as far as the interior, because this is the Autobiography, it's a two-tone, and it's also the extended leather. So this is all leather. This all looks nice. One thing that tells me the car was garage kept is that in Florida, most of these Range Rovers, the leather dash has a damage. They usually shrink and they pull up and they kind of get messed up. And this is not just a Range Rovers. We have a BMW 7 Series that did the same thing, and we've seen Porsche 911s with the same issue. This dash looks pretty good, and I don't really see anything from here in terms of damage. One thing that has been replaced is the headliner. Again, in Florida, these headliners just come unglued because of the heat. When you replace a headliner, it almost never comes out looking the same as original. This one looks actually nicer than most, and also looks like somebody tried to match the original fabric. So this headliner does look pretty nice. And it also looks like it's thicker, like there's some padding that's a little thicker than the original. Now, as far as the seats, the rear seats look very nice and are in good shape. The front seats do look good. However, I want to point out a couple of areas. There is a wear area right here, kind of, and I think there was a small wear area. I don't know if you can see it. It's not very visible. We have interior guy that came in and did a little dyeing. Now, we didn't repair anything, we didn't glue, we didn't stitch anything, but I guess there was a little color worn right in that area, and the same thing over here. And I think there was another one on top of that armrest. You can see this has been slightly repaired here and also dyed. Let me start the car. This is not gonna be 100% cold start because I think we moved these cars first thing this morning, which was probably a few minutes after 9. I think right now we have like 1 o'clock. But so with being 100 degrees outside, I don't think these engines really get cold. But this is a start. I guess engine is kind of cold. AC works, blows cold, even in 100-degree heat that we've been having. And as you can hear, the engine is still kind of on a higher initial RPMs, and it will quiet down as it gets warmer. There we go. A little quieter, but not a lot again. With this kind of temperature, that front electric fan likes to be on a high speed, and that always makes some noise. But the engine pulls pretty strong. The car runs nicely. I drove it on a few occasions, not extensively, but didn't notice any drivability issues. Overall, again, nice car. Look into Carfax report for service records, because from what I remember, a lot of records are present in the Carfax. Good looking car, pretty straight, no known issues. Thank you.